If you cut one more thing in my house, I'm going to take the scissors, look at me, and I'm going to cut its head off.
Grandma will be so mad.
Yo, why would you traumatize a child like that? The most evil mom on YouTube.
If I were given two options, and the first one was to be put in a barrel full of spikes and then rolled down a hill, and the second one was to watch an hour of family vlog channels, I'm picking the first one without any goddamn hesitation. I'm picking any form of medieval torture.
I'm not gonna lie, if you watch family channels, let's be real. You were adopted. You're an orphan or yo, that sounds horrible. But you wish you had a family. That's all I think.
Over that shit. Family channels are one of the most hated channels on the internet for a good reason. It's really weird to see parents just shamelessly exploiting their kids for money and attention. Because when you boil it down, that's what it is. Exploitation.
Chad, I would have started a family channel, but I don't have a dad though. And ironically, I'm not even trying to contribute to any stereotypes.
And almost every single one of these family channels can be broken down into the weird-ass ways they use their kids to get clicks, but I'm not gonna talk about that, because none of them even remotely hold a candle to the one I'm gonna talk about today, Miss Ruby Franke, the most abusive and fucked up family vlogger on YouTube. Now, a couple months ago, she got arrested for her abusive parenting style and was sentenced to up to 30 years in jail. And I've never...
Alright, Chad, after this video, I might have to take away my kids from the basement. I ain't know you could get that much for abusing your children. I'm just playing, I don't have... Anyway, but holy shit, 30 years? Nigga, what did you do to those kids?
Never heard of this woman before, so I got curious and looked into it. And honestly, after seeing what this woman has done, that punishment is a slap on the wrist.
What'd she do?
They went easy on her.
What'd she do?
This chick needs to be in jail until the next ice age. Alright. She is a genuinely terrible person, and I don't really say that type of stuff often. Like, there are serial killers out there that have treated their victims better than the way this woman has treated her kids.
Why would you do that to your sons and daughters? Like, the whole point of birth, you would assume that you would love your children, right?
She originally started the YouTube channel 8 Passengers in 2015, where she showcased off her daily...
8 passengers? More like 8 victims. Yo, Chad, I have no girlfriend for a reason.
Life with her 6 kids and her husband in Utah. She posted 5 videos a week, and off the rip, this woman had no shame in how she got views. She was straight up totally fine with embarrassing her kids on camera.
Okay. Chad, what are you doing over there? You no texting at the dinner table. No there. You text.
We are in 2020. Chad, she should have been arrested. You telling me you giving your son a flip phone? Nigga, you are in a nice house and you getting hella AdSense money, and you giving your child a flip phone? Dude, no, you should have. No, okay, I could see why she got 30 years. Holy shit.
No texting at the dinner table. No texting.
And what type of medieval eats are y'all giving them prison food? Is this like soup and bread?
Let me see it. Let me see it.
I see it.
We should clarify.
Said no.
What is this? I really like you.
Of course it would be a bald ass nigga hating, bruh. Dude, my bad that your son actually getting game and you had to settle in with a horrible ass wife. But you ain't gotta take it out on him, dude.
Hold on.
I did not say that.
How do you work this stupid phone?
You should know, nigga, you're pushing 80. You should know how to.
Just absolutely no shame. I mean, honestly, what a brave woman. Seriously, she made the humble decision to sacrifice her kid's dignity so that she could make it big on YouTube. What a humble woman. Seriously, what a brave soul. At one point,
that's what
she
you call
quite
Mr.
literally
Beast.
faked one of her kids getting a serious leg injury, again, for views.
Chad, now...
I'm serious, where did you go? I dropped the phone.
Chad, are you serious? I can't see you. I can't see anything. Chad, are you okay?
Oh my god!
I can't see you. Where are you?
Your leg is broken, please!
This is what y'all be watching on YouTube? Family channels that are fake. Like, this is so obviously fake. Niggas is adding a stock video of cavemen going inside of a cave knowing damn well it has nothing to do with them. This shit faker than fucking, you know what, let me stop. Okay, you know what, let me just chill, bro. I'm not gonna get canceled.
Rebecca? Alright, is everybody good?
faker than your hairline. Faker than Kylie's ass. You know, or you know what, Chad, we can say that instead, alright?
What is down for breakfast?
Lucky Charms.
Lucky Charms? Yeah. Okay, I gotta find your hats over here.
So, yes, this was staged.
The kids basically had
Obviously.
no privacy whatsoever, and Ruby even admitted to that.
Tell me how comfortable it is. Like, close the door.
No, you can see through this. Please don't look.
Then put your.
No, I'm not gonna look.
I'm gonna scream the first time I use that equipment.
Alright, hold on. Where's this family station, bruh? Y'all sure this ain't no Alabamians? My nigga, I'm sorry, but you want to see a peephole through your son pissing or pooping?
Oh, weird. Yeah, I haven't.
Again, which is weird, but in 2020, the content slowly turned from embarrassing her kids to straight up starting to be abusive. And there have been multiple instances she displayed that you could argue as child abuse. And this is all happening right on camera, right on the vlogs. She started to withhold food from her kids as punishments for certain things. Two of her sons were just goofing around and—
Oh, last video ain't hit 100K views. Nigga, you not eating today. Do you know how wild that is?
wrestling each other, and when she told them to stop and they didn't listen, she threatened them to not let them eat dinner.
You're torturing him. Stop it. I know you're not, but it looks like you are. Okay, wrestle.
They're hugging each other, bro.
I'm only gonna say it one more time, and then you're gonna lose the privilege to eat dinner.
It's a bad sign.
Nigga, what? No, hold on. Usually when parents punish their children, nigga, they say, oh, give me your phone. Nigga, you're not eating? Okay.
If your mom is considering
yo, Chad, y'all think Lizzo should have had this punishment?
Dinner a privilege.
Y'all think Rod Wave
That's some
needed
Hunger
this
Games
punishment?
shit. She also got criticism when she made it the responsibility of her children to make their own lunch, including her 6-year-old daughter. So when her daughter forgot to make her own lunch and went to school without any food, the teacher reached out to her mom being concerned. And the mom basically responded with, "Welp, guess you gotta starve."
I just got a text message from Eve's teacher, and she said that Eve did not pack a lunch today, and can I bring a lunch over to the school? This happens quite often when you're raising children, because I know that her teacher is uncomfortable.
No, her teacher's actually a regular person and often is crazy. So you're just deliberately saying, hey man, you not eating lunch today? Hold on, it's one thing not to eat at home, but nigga, in school, where you gotta like start walking and shit?
With her being hungry and not having a lunch, and it would ease her discomfort if I came to the school with a lunch. But I responded and just said Eve is responsible for making her lunches in the morning, and she actually told me she did pack a lunch. So the natural outcome is she's just going to need to be hungry.
I ain't gonna lie, chat smash.
And hopefully nobody gives her food and nobody steps in and gives her a lunch.
Huh?
She's 6.
Hopefully?
6 fucking years.
Wait, she's 6. I didn't even think about that. Nigga, 6 years old. She's 6. My nigga, she's malnourished. Hold on. Her ass gonna be built like Stephen Hawking's without her even trying. Nigga, do you want your daughter looking like a Minecraft skeleton? Nigga, if you don't feed her?
Years old. She barely even knows how to read a goddamn Dr. Seuss book. It's your responsibility to make her lunch and make sure she's fed. The fuck kind of statement is that? She also threatened to cut the head off from one of her kids' favorite toys.
Just look. If you genuinely don't want to feed her at least at the elementary school level, and when she gets to middle school and high school, she won't see that school food ain't even that good anyway.
Simply for just misbehaving.
If you cut one more thing in my house,
We're chopping its head off.
I'm going to take the scissors, look at me, and I'm going to cut its head off.
Grandma will be so mad.
Yo, why would you traumatize a child like that? Yo, she's a psychopath.
So what are you going to do?
Are you gonna cut anything else?
No.
You promise? Look at mama.
I mean, like, what
She's
the
weird.
fuck is that? That's just so unnecessary. And listen, there's nothing wrong with punishing your kid to discipline them. All parents should do that. Some should be doing it more, some should probably be doing it less.
Yeah.
But this woman took it a little too far with these ridiculous punishments that are kind of cool. And listen, maybe some of these are just taken horribly out of context. Maybe these punishments are fair, and maybe we're just not seeing the big picture. But unfortunately, it's not. because this woman only gets worse and worse from here.
What's
so
she do?
at one point, Ruby sent her oldest son to a wilderness camp for troubled teens. There wasn't really a specific reason. She
What did he do?
described why she did it in the most vague-ass way.
Okay.
So we spent weeks and months inviting this child to change, holding this child accountable. And when that wasn't a decision we could see that this child was going to make, we said, okay, what is a visceral experience that we can offer this child as a gift? And having him go to
Yo, chat, what's the worst punishment that's ever happened to y'all?
a wilderness therapy camp was what we came up with.
From what I got from this video, it seemed like he was just being a teenager and she didn't want to deal with the responsibility of all of his changes and having to raise him through this difficult time. So she sent him to a camp so that they can basically raise him for her. That's
crazy.
what I'm getting at here, because it's not uncommon. And what's crazy is that she makes it seem like as if it was this God-sent gift to him.
Chat, imagine if she was in the Titanic. Like, she would probably say, hell no, nigga, my children can't go. Let's just pack adults in here. She would not have no regard for her. She probably was heavily contemplating on taking a plan B, bro.
As if this was the best possible thing that she can do for her child, when in reality, it's actually one of the worst. These, like, wilderness camps for troubled teens, yeah, that's one of the worst places you can send your child. These businesses are flooded to the brim with scandals of abuse and even murder. If you guys
You put your son in a camp where they take booty? Dude, what's... Dude, hold on. What? No, I'm not gonna lie to that. No. Okay, I can see why she got that long. Dude, what do you want your son to come back traumatized? Will he play a better character for your YouTube channel?
remember Bad Baby and how she got famous on Dr. Phil, she was sent to like one of those programs through the show. And it wasn't until years later she came forward talking about how she was abused multiple times by staff members, along with the other kids who were severely abused.
Picking up horse manure? Oh, hell no, nigga. I'm picking it up and I'm throwing it at one of the workers.
And malnourished, and one of the kids quite literally even murdered one of the staff members. There's so many reports, cases, studies, and there's even a documentary on Netflix going into the horrors of this entire business. It's not a smart place to send your kids. And this mom sent one of her children to those camps. And not too long after he came back, she banned him from his own bedroom for 7 months and quite literally forced him to sleep on a sleeping bag.
This is not a video game. What do you mean banned? What? Okay, bro.
Why? It was because he pulled a prank on his younger brother, making him believe that they were going to visit Disneyland.
My bedroom was taken away for 7 months and then you give it back like a couple weeks ago.
I don't think our viewers know that.
Yo, she might be a horse. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know, but what? 7 months for one prank?
Sleeping on a beanbag.
I've been sleeping on a beanbag since October.
Not gonna lie, chat. She look like she give great head though.
And they gave my room back like 2 weeks ago. Oh, I'll give you the reason why I lost my bedroom. I think so. I think this is the reason. At least this is the reason that's been in my head. It's pretty funny, but now that I look back, I mean, it's pretty depressing.
No, we never told our viewers.
That I woke Russell up at 2 in the morning and told him that we're going to Disneyland and he has to pack. And he got up and made his bed all neatly and then packed all his clothes in a suitcase. And then he walked out the door and I'm like, Russell, he was like, what? And he's all happy. Has his sunglasses.
Chat, y'all smashing?
Russell got the big bedroom and Chad got the smaller bedroom. And Russell's bigger bedroom also had a bathroom. But what you guys didn't know was Chad didn't get any room. He didn't get anything. He was sleeping on the floor in the family room.
I mean,
and you're cool. Like I feel like especially look. If it was a father, I would have been like, oh, that's a horrible father. But you know, fathers don't have the same nurture that mothers do. Like they're more loving. Nigga, if your mom is doing that, holy, what if he becomes like an NBA #1 prospect? You not getting shit from him now.
Looking at the footage here, those kids look more like hostages than her own children.
Like, chat, what if you grow up to be like Josh Giddey? Maybe that was a bad comparison, but like, what if you grow up to be a good basketball player, you know? He not gonna give her no money, bruh.
If they could leave, they would. And all of this stuff that I've described is just a very small handful of all of the shit that has been documented and posted to their channel. There are so many instances of this shit that there is quite literally an entire Google Doc that documents every single instance and more. The abuse was so apparent and concerning that people quite literally formed a petition on change.org to get child protective services on the family's ass. And it got hella signatures. CPS did take the situation seriously by going to the family's house, interviewing each child, and doing a very thorough investigation. However, they didn't find any violations of any kind and dropped the case completely. But at this time, even though Ruby wasn't losing her children, she was losing something much, much worse.
What?
Her views. All of the abuse allegations have caused 8 passengers to go down.
Y'all think she would have murdered her child if she got 1 million, a million subscribers? Y'all think she would murder her child? I think so. If no one finds out, I think she would genuinely murder her child.
In popularity. And at this time, Ruby's marriage was also starting to crumble. By next year, both her and her husband have separated and she decided to go into a new direction. What? But unfortunately, she did not retire from content. She partnered with Jody Hildebrand, who's a licensed therapist and owns her own company, Connections. And together, they created a new channel together called Moms of Truth, where they gave parenting advice.
That's like asking Lizzo to be your fitness partner. What is she gonna do for you? Nigga, if anything, she gonna give you the craziest diet ever. My nigga, no, it's quite the opposite needs to happen. You need to give her advice.
Yes, the mom who has built a career off exploiting her kids while also abusing them for the world to see is going to give parenting advice. This is like a cracked out hooker doing a school assembly for why drugs are bad. She's not exactly in the position to be giving advice, but it was barely even a parenting advice channel, as she used it to talk about more important things like downplaying eating disorders or blaming rape victims or ranting about US immigrants coming into the country. You know,
immigrants coming to the country got nothing to do with you beating up your children. Would I smash Lizzo? Hell yes.
Important stuff. Now, the stuff that we saw her doing to her kids is just simply what we saw on camera. What she was choosing to post for the public. And what we were seeing was already pretty damn bad. So it makes you think, what on earth could have possibly been happening behind the camera? Well, it's actually much worse than we possibly could have thought. Ruby was arrested on August 30th of 2023 because of a situation that sounded straight out of a horror movie.
What happened?
She quite literally tied up her son and duct taped him to a chair and severely starved him to the point where he was malnourished. The son had climbed out of a window and immediately went to the neighbor's house to beg for food and water.
Yo, what type of BDSM kink ass shit is his mother on, bro? What are you duct taping your children for, bro? No, I'm not gonna lie. Yo, bro, you deserve, no, you don't deserve prison. You deserve a guillotine, bro. Respectfully. No, disrespectfully. You're actually weird. Why would you even birth someone if you don't like them, bro?
And when the neighbor saw a 12-year-old who had open wounds, duct tape on his body, and was malnourished to the point where he was just all skin and bone, he immediately called the cops.
Skin and bone
like
is
a
crazy.
hero. And when the authorities showed up, they found
I'm not gonna lie. If my neighbors came up to me looking like Kevin Durant, I'd feed them too, bro.
Ruby's other daughter, who was also starved to the point of skin and bone, and took both of the kids to the hospital immediately. And also arrested both Rudy and Jody. So Ruby was finally caught and facing the consequences of her actions. But it still wasn't over, because just when we thought it couldn't get worse, shit got worse. In her confession, she stated way worse stuff than what she originally had done. In one instance, she forced her kid to work outside for several hours without any proper equipment, which had caused him to get extremely bad sunburns. In another—
No, I'm sorry. You're not gonna get an athlete, especially not feeding your children.
Instance, after severely kicking her son, she forced his head underwater while covering his nose and mouth so that he couldn't breathe. I've genuinely heard of prisoners getting a better treatment than what this woman has done to her kid.
What type of discipline is this?
That sounds like I'm exaggerating, but I don't feel like I am. I'm like afraid to do any more research into this topic because I'm scared of what I might find out next. Now, one of the mom's oldest daughters, who had completely separated from the family at this time, posted a picture on her Instagram story basically celebrating the news of her mom being arrested. Like, that's how bad it was. And she even described how she was trying to get CPS involved to take down her mom, but it seems like...
Do you know how crazy it is for your own children to be celebrating the fact that your ass got arrested? I'm not gonna lie, she must have been horrible.
Like nothing was working. But at least justice is finally being served. Ruby has pleaded guilty on 2 charges of child abuse and will face up to 30 years in jail, which is the maximum punishment for her. A horror story with a somewhat happy ending. Something we don't get to see often. The saying that every child deserves a parent, but not every parent deserves a child is extremely fitting for this situation. This woman did not deserve these children or to be a mom at all. And these children definitely did not deserve the hellish mom that they had. Now, I just want to say, for all the clips in this video, I have censored the kid's face for their protection. So I'm going to ask all of you guys to do the same by respecting their privacy as well.
I will be putting their faces on the thumbnail. Fuck them kids. Nah, I'm just playing, man. Shout out to them kids. I'm glad y'all stuck through. Your mom was a horrible person. I'm glad y'all got the justice. YouTube, make sure you guys join us on Discord. Catch us on Twitch. All that good stuff, man. Waxter for life. Love y'all and peace.